OMG, how can you not want to try this one out? Seriously? What?
Y'all are gonna have to stay tuned, because truly, that ayahuasca ceremony kicked my arse. It was a doozy, and you'll get to hear about it in my vlog. Alright, y'all, I'm home. It was a very different experience. I kind of went in with some like desire to want to connect with my mom. But I also had a lot of physical pain that I wanted to work on, and I really wanted to see where it would take me. First off, it had already been a long 3-day weekend of deep work, and I just went on in deep, bulldozer deep, and I'm gonna tell you, it's some powerful healing. It's medicine. It's plant medicine. You know, when you really get back to it, you come back to your true, authentic, natural self. It's all about nature. And the plants make up the same DNA that we make up. There's not much difference between our DNA. Cellular structure. It's fascinating when it really comes down to it. Plants can teach so much, but we don't necessarily tune into it. So there's so much. There's just so much. And I barely got on to do this video because I'm just really like in a gentle inward state. I want to be very respectful and honoring of my body right now. One of the things that came up is I need more rest, is I need to sleep more. Not just I need to get to bed early, but I really need to be honoring my sleep more. Because what happens when you don't sleep enough is you tax your adrenals and your kidneys, and your ability to be 100% available and vital and productive. It diminishes, and it hurts all of your organs. It hurts all of your circulatory system, your heart, your brain, your endocrine system. Your entire hormonal system goes out of whack, imbalances, right? On top of which, these phones, this technology, it cuts into us. It it's been proven. It reduces your vibrational level. It's unhealthy. It affects our DNA strands, and that can be repaired. So, where do I begin? So I arrived early. I was blessed to have a girlfriend attend with me, someone very special and dear to me. And I hadn't seen them since the summer, which was just prior to my mom's passing. And I was sharing how even back then I had such a deep experience that I couldn't really put words to it. And then when my mom ended up in the hospital, I realized what grandmother ayahuasca was doing was preparing me. It was preparing me for that journey, holding that space and being there for my family and myself, and staying neutral. And even as emotional as it was, I worked through a lot of this today and last night. As emotional as it was, I feel really blessed because it felt like I was supported in when I was going through that. Not just from all of y'all, but literally, I feel that the plant medicine really prepared me. So this particular one, there were 2 different ayahuasca blends that came from different places. They both came from Brazil, but they were mixed by different people. And they tasted totally different than the first time, but but similar. I mean, still, in my opinion, I thought, oh, it doesn't taste bad. In fact, it tasted good. Brought my little bucket because you got to have something to spit and purge in. Prepared my little space. We all did. There were 8 of us in total. And the beauty was it was also the shaman's birthday, so that was even more special. So it was like a gift to us and him to celebrate his life through this experience of healing our lives. I drank the ayahuasca and I sat with it and I seemed fine. But what really took over was the hape. Oh man, it was powerful. And there's different types of hape. I believe she called it Jarini or Jaringa or something like that. Whoa. It was interesting because it was like when I was doing it, when she blew into my nostrils, it literally was like watching fairy dust and the sparkles, like, Tinkerbell. Those little sparklies she leaves as a trail. It felt and seemed that way when I was receiving it. And it was super, super powerful, potent, strong. I'm going to tell you right now, I held it, I breathed through it, and then I was drawn down to the earth and I was purging it. And it was really intense, and it was hard. It was really hard. I didn't expect it to be like that. In fact, it was hard enough for me to say, I just wanted to curl up and just be in the fetal position, which I stayed for a while, because I was wondering if I was strong enough to get through it all. And in the past few days, I had already been feeling like, why am I doing this? I've been vacillating in my own existence of, what am I doing? What am I doing it for? Do I really want to be doing this work? Because it is not easy. And I say this work, I say this path that my soul chose, this life I'm walking right now that's uncertain, shaky grounds, but it always seems to work out. And I know I'm here to serve. Can I serve in the capacity that I am truly meant to? At least that I feel in my heart and have seen since I was a child as a vision. And then took a break for a while, and then we all went outside, and then I got the Sananga eye drops in my eyes. We were under this amazing tree, which I showed earlier, out by the lake. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was peaceful. It felt so good. And then we went back inside for another round. And I was thinking, oh, I still feel nauseous, queasy. Can I handle this? And it was the other one, so I didn't know what we were going to be getting into. And they said this was a little bit more concentrated. So what I ended up doing is I just sat there and I breathed. I used the Sitali Pranayam. Inhale through a curled tongue, exhale out the nose, which is a very calming, cooling breath to calm yourself and claim yourself. I sat there with the mantra in my mind. I am here now in this. I rooted myself deeply into the earth. I imagined myself with roots growing down into the earth the entire time I was doing this process, whether through my feet or through sitting. And I really struggled. I was like, I know I want to do it again. I feel like that I have to. It's part of my, to balance this out. And she had told us the different hapes that they had in the beginning, and one particular one was for body pain, and I said, I need to do that. So because I'm really struggling, and it really helped. So I did about a half a cup of what was already poured. And I also asked for Mother Ayahuasca to be gentler with me, to be just, help me balance this, help me heal. I don't need to struggle or feel pain to have a breakthrough. I don't believe in that any longer. I used to believe I had to, I had to struggle to achieve greatness. I had to, do things the hard way, feel pain. But I've lived with pain all my life, and it's not comfortable, and it doesn't feel good. So my choice now is to live in ease and grace, pain-free. So I did the ayahuasca and I did the hape, and it contained me. It softened and balanced everything that felt uncomfortable and queasy and like I wanted to vomit again. Purge was much more balanced. I did purge, but not the way I'd been purging before. And it was really, really, I was grateful because I said, oh good, thank you, shada, shada, shada. Thank you for honoring and holding me so tight. And after that, I laid down. Some other people did more of the hape. I felt that was enough. And when I laid down, I really just felt like I needed to rest. I didn't have the motivation or desire to get up and go lay in a bed or on the couch. I just stayed on the floor on my mat. And I just stayed there with the blanket over myself. I was cold. And I just slept or went into some form of a sleep. And then in the morning, I woke up a few times. And the first time I woke up, I came out of a dream. And the dream was, it started out, I was somewhere in another country. Could have been Hawaii, Kauai, you never know. And it was like a hut kind of, it was open air. Everything was open air, but like thatch roof, kind of what you would think in a jungle or something. And they were doing an ecstatic dance. And I was like, oh, cool. And there were a lot of newer faces, people, nothing in particular. But then it jumped to a scene of me and my sister Lita in a car, and my mother had passed, and we were getting an opportunity to go back in time. And we were pulling up to where my mom was going to be so we'd get to see her before she went into cardiac arrest. And it was like I've done in the past. I was surprising her showing up. And as soon as she saw the car and she saw me, she did her little, like, she had a certain way about her. And I just looked at her and I just saw her face and I said, Mom, I love you so much. I love you so much. I do love you so much. You're the best mom ever. You did the best job you ever could. I could smell her. I could feel her skin. I could feel her embrace, and I just hugged her so strongly. That was the best gift I got out of that experience. Was having that moment with my mom. And then the scene vanished because I called her into me. So she's always with me. And when we spoke after this, in the morning, in the afternoon, one of the messages that came through for me was that I meant to embody the mother. The physical is one thing, but it's really about embodying it. So that's all I can share with you for now, because I just need to rest. It's not for the faint of heart. You have to go in with an open heart. That's the whole point of it. If you have an open heart, it will be gentler with you. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy when you got to face your stuff, when you have to heal yourself. That's the hard work. You can talk about healing, but when you're going through it, it's a whole nother level. It means stepping into the discomfort so that you can truly find the comfort that resides within it. You can't find ease without delving into your dis-ease. You can act like you have ease. You can say you're at ease. But have you really dived into what is the discomfort? What is the dis-ease within you? And I'm still working on it. This stuff doesn't stop. You just keep peeling away more layers. So, Buddy was really, really good today. He did really well while I was gone. I'm proud of him. No lickies, no itchies. He was just very happy to see me and eat. So I love you all. Maybe I'll do another video later, but no promises, okay? Be well.
It's official. I'm in the love cloud. It's time to go to bed because I need to rest my happy little butt.